What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another trophy list review from one of you awesome subscribers. So today we have got Joe Rose 233. So Joe Rose has an absolutely outstanding 89 platinum trophies, which is just immense, 491 gold trophies, 1,020 silvers, 2,822 bronze trophies. He has played 147 games. He's completed 81, which gives him a completion percentage of 65.87%. Very nice. Averaging 1.44 trophies a day. And he is ranking 4,175 in his country, which is Canada. So let's get some stats out the way. Out of those 89 platinums, 8 are ultra rare. So we have got UFC 2009 Undisputed, EA Sports UFC 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, 7 Days to Die, EA Sports UFC 2, EA Sports UFC 4, and Creed Rise to Glory. Me and Joe have a total of 16 shared platinums. And then in terms of kind of famous game series, etc., so Joe has got 4 UFC platinums, 2 Minecraft platinums, 6 Ratchet and Clank platinums, 2 from the Far Cry series, 4 from the Borderlands universe, and 2 Destiny platinums. So let's get into this trophy list, and it's quite a versatile trophy list. I really enjoyed looking through this. There's some awesome games on here, and as usual with all of you guys, we start off the account with a bang. So we have got Destiny, completed back in 2017, 3 months and 3 weeks, which, you know, it's a big game, right? It's rated 7 out of 10, 100 hours, I imagine minimum. Probably takes some people a lot more. And, you know, you've banged that out the park, 3 months and 3 weeks, which is just immense. So that is a great way to start off your account, I have to say, with Destiny. And then straight on to game number 2, you've got The Division, which I'm kind of interested, Joe. Let us know in the comments. Like, did you do this co-op or did you do this by yourself? Because I've always wanted to play the Division games and maybe try and platinum them, but I just kind of think you need like a solid regular partner, right, to tackle it together. But they do look like good games and quite difficult platinum. 5 out of 10, 60 hours. I imagine it could take more because there's like a multiplayer element to it, and then the end game where kind of all the villains go up a level, so it gets even more difficult. And then you've got Killing Floor 2, which is nice. 5 out of 10 difficulty, 20 hours. Done in a week and 5 days. And this will be a theme in Joe's list. Joe bangs out the platinums, like he's relentless. Then on to 2 PS3 games, which I really want to play these. Sly Cooper. You've got Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and Sly 2 Band of Thieves, which I've never played a Sly Cooper game, and I'm trying to find a copy on for my PS Vita, actually. So they're definitely games I want to try. They look like nice games to play in between harder platinums, because you did one in 1 day, one and a half day, then the other one you did in 3 days. So they look like good fun games. Then we got some platinum classics. My Name is Mayo, Mr. Masagi, what a name for a game. And then Until Dawn, which is the narrative driven game. Got the classic Ratchet and Clank. Everyone I think should try and have this on their platinum list. Such a nice, easy, fun platinum. Then you've got Dying Light. I don't think I've seen Dying Light on any of our reviews so far. Maybe on one other, but Dying Light, I think the sequel came out last year to a lot of hype. And yeah, I did try Dying Light. Dying Light's one of those, as I call them, one of those 4% games where I've got like 3 bronze trophies and now it just sits on my list eternally, forever. But I just couldn't get into it. But I think it does look like a good game. And I think once you master the controls and stuff, I think it's a very slick game for sure. Then we got Life is Strange, which is definitely a popular one I see on trophy list. Another Tom Clancy game, Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is, I think, a very impressive platinum as well, because I think a lot of multiplayer online elements to it. Rated at 4 out of 10, but I'm sure it's harder than that. When I see the PSN rating out of 10, I add 1 or 2 points on it for me personally, because yeah, they're not as easy as that for me. Then on to Jack 2. I've been seeing this a lot lately as well. Might have to look into this. It platinumed in 7 minutes. Is this an auto pop or something? Because it says 18 hours, but yeah, you got that done quick. Life is Strange before the storm, so back in the Life is Strange franchise. And then we got an absolute banger, and not only just a very popular banger, but look how quick Joe did this. God of War 2018, probably exactly when it released. 6 days, 5 hours. And this is in 2018, so this is when the game was released and there wasn't guides or anything, or, you know, videos on how to do stuff, I presume. So that is impressive. Not only did you get God of War Platinum, but look how quick you got it. That is awesome. And then Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, which I may have worded badly, but 80 hours, and you did that in a month, and that's on the PS3 as well, so that is good. Good to see you jump in between the consoles. And then, oh yeah, very popular platinum for us trophy hunters, the Order 1886. Guys, this is, if you want to play a good game, that's like maximum, you need a day or two. 2 days maximum, and it has loads of gold trophies. Look at it, it has 7 gold trophies. This is a good game to play. It looks really good, and it's a good game. I thought it was a good story. I wish it could have been longer. I think that's what everyone's big complaint is. It's quite a short game for what it is, but it's really good. So if you're getting into trophy hunting, check out the Order 1886. Tales from the Borderlands, which is a Telltale game, nicely done in 1 day, 21 hours, relentless. Then a couple of days later, you've done The Wolf Among Us, another Telltale game. Sequel should be out this year, I think. It's like taking ages for the sequel to be made. 36 Fragments of Midnight. I have heard of this. I like it. It's one of these games, gives you loads of gold trophies. I love getting platinums, but I won't lie, I love getting gold trophies. Before I started trophy hunting, getting a gold was like, to me, getting a platinum, because I've never had any gold trophies. And then we're on to a absolute banger, a platinum that I have, and I love this. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was my first ever Resident Evil game, and it's got me hooked into the series. It was their first ever first person game, and it's an awesome one. It's 5 out of 10. It's like a nice level of difficulty. Like, if I can do it, you guys definitely can get the platinum in this. It takes 3 playthroughs. It's very fun, a bit stressful, a bit scary, but really good game to platinum, really fun. Then you've gone on to The Walking Dead, which is another Telltale classic, done this on the PS3. Apparently, I think one of the popular, most loved Telltale games out of them all. And then you've got Adam's Venture Origins, aka low budget Uncharted. I love it when I see this on people's trophy list. I've got this as well, and I did it in a day as well. It's do you know, for what it is, it's actually not a bad game. It's all right. They're quite ambitious with it. It's just when you play it, you feel how and see how low budget it is. Then a nice quick platinum on Clockwork Tales of Glass and Ink. Then on to my favorite Telltale game, Batman. This is a really good one, really good story as well. I really enjoyed this. Then you've gone for the sequel of Jack, so you've got Jack 3, nicely done. Then on to Infamous First Light. I think this is quite a popular platinum trophy. I see this a lot along with Second Son, but I struggled with Second Son, so I've not even tried First Light, but I do know the story's kind of straightforward, and then you have that arena section at the end, I think, where you've got to fight waves and waves of enemies and get like a high score or something, but very nice platinum to have. And then on to one that I think I got, Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe 2 platinums ago. Again, I think you played this as soon as it came out, like 2018, and again, done it within 6 days. I didn't like this game at first, or not, I didn't like it, I just didn't get into it at first, and then a year later I came back to it and I thought, everyone really loves this game. There must be a reason. So I went back to it and tried it again. I quite liked it. I think it's a very unique world they created. But it's a very Horizon's a very typical modern day PlayStation open world platinum. Like it ticks all the boxes of say Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima. It's complete X number of side missions, collect X collectibles, a couple of combat trophies, upgrade weapons, upgrade your stats. It's that kind of very typical open world platinum. Then you've got the Walking Dead collection on Telltale, which is pretty cool. I didn't know there was a whole collection. And then we got a funny one here. So I saw Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy and I saw Platinum in 21 hours and I was like, no way, no way. Then I clicked on it and I realized it's the Telltale series. I thought it was the game that came out a few years ago, which I would have just been shocked by if you did that in less than a day. But nevertheless, you kind of banged out this Telltale. You got it done. And then you got the 2 Go games, Hitman Go and Lara Croft Go. I love Hitman. Hitman 3 was my second ever platinum. And I love the Hitman games. But I've just never understood the Go games. They're kind of like strategic puzzle type games. You have to follow a line and move villains out the way and things like that. I just never really understood them, but I think it's definitely one I might look back and try it for sure. Then you got an energy cycle in 21 minutes. A short kind of nice platinum before you take on 2 very stressful, awesome platinums. So right now I'm playing Resident Evil 4, which came out last week, and you have got the platinum in Resident Evil 6, and you did it in 4 months, which is awesome. Look at that, 60 hours, 4 out of 10. That's probably a lie. It's probably harder than that. It's probably 5 or 6 out of 10. But yeah, I really badly want to play these because so far I've platinum 2 and 3 and 7, and I'm working on platinuming 4. I've been live streaming it on the channel, and then eventually I want to then go back and play 5 and 6, and then go on to Resi 8, The Village. So then you've done straight after, I love this, Resi 5, which you completed again in 5 months, which is awesome. Yeah, very different games in tone. I think Resident Evil 5 looks like a very action-y kind of game. I know it's kind of co-op driven, but you can play it solo and you have a computer, an AI co-op partner with you. And I really want to play because you play as Chris, the character from Resident Evil 1, which I've never actually played. So I hear a lot of things about Chris, but I've actually never played as him. So I would like to do that. And then on to another absolute banger. Look at this, Rainbow Six Siege, 6 out of 10, 70 hours online gameplay. Very nicely done, very nice. And then on to a Fallout game that I haven't heard of, Fallout Shelter. I was looking at the trophies for this, and I'm guessing, is it more of like a strategy type game compared to the other ones? But that is pretty cool. Always kind of good to see a Fallout game on a trophy list because they take a lot of things to do. I think the Fallout games, you have to manage your decisions because it's an RPG. You have to make sure, maybe make strategic save files where you fall out with a faction, then you go back to that save file and play again, and you get along with the faction. And then from Fallout, we've got 3 absolute banger platinums. So for a start, you got Destiny 2, which is immense, 100 hours, 6 out of 10. That is such a difficult platinum to get, like, well done. Obviously, you did Destiny 1 as your first one on this account, and now you've done Destiny 2. And then Bloodborne. So Bloodborne, I noticed, was your only From Software platinum on your list so far. And I'm just curious, like, let us know in the comments, how hard did you find this? Do you have any tips? Completed it quite quickly in 3 months. It's a game I really want to platinum. I tried it. I played an opening hour. Luckily, I didn't pop a trophy, and it was good. I have to get into the whole From Software style, like the way they describe items. Things aren't very clear. I think some games spoon feed you, especially like the big PS open world games, like Spider-Man, for example, which we're about to come to. A lot of games spoon feed you. And then when you play a game like that, it takes you out of your comfort zone for sure, especially me. And then we've got Titanfall 2. So Titanfall 2 is a game that I started playing a couple of years back. I've got it on disc and I wanted to get the platinum in it, and I'm about halfway through the story on master difficulty, the hardest. I've done the multiplayer trophies. Titanfall 2 is a first person shooter game where you have these, like, for lack of a better description, these robots that are like transformers, and you can be a pilot of them, so you can get into them and you build a relationship with them, and then you can fight as them. They all have different fighting styles. Some can be a shooter, some can be like a samurai. They have different weapons, but you spend most of the game so far from what I've played as, you know, first person shooter, running around with cool guns, and you do cool things like wall running, double jump, etc. But Titanfall 2, it's rated as a 6 out of 10. It should maybe even be higher. Titanfall 2 has the hardest bronze trophy I've ever experienced in a video game. It's called, I don't know the exact name of the trophy, I think it becomes the master. It's the training gauntlet. There's a training gauntlet at the start of the game. It's this, like, couple of passages linked together with about 15 dummy enemies that just stand still. And for this trophy, you have to defeat the gauntlet in like 33.6 seconds. And it has to be perfect. Like, I'm talking, you start off wall running, jump to the next wall, throw a grenade, kill these 3 people, shoot that guy, slide under this wall, jump onto the wall, run, shoot this other guy, throw a grenade. It has to be perfectly orchestrated. It's very hard. And it's the reason why I stopped playing the game, because I thought, I don't want to get all the trophies and then be stuck on like 97% and never get this gauntlet. So Joe, let me know, how did you get the gauntlet trophy? Did you follow a specific guide? Like, do you have any tips or tricks? I'd love to hear, please. Then we go on to one of the most popular platinum trophies, Spider-Man, which, nicely done, banged out in 3 days. Very nicely done. Obviously, Spider-Man 2 is coming out this year, and hopefully will be a similar platinum to this one. Seasons After 4, and we got Gem Smashers. Gem Smashers sounds awesome. And then nice, jumped onto a Need for Speed game, which is cool. So, you know, kind of got lots of different game genres in here, and now you've thrown in a racing game, which is always nice to see. And then completing the trilogy, or the hat trick, you've got another Walking Dead Telltale Platinum, which is very nice. Obviously a fan of Walking Dead. And then onto a fancy ultra rare platinum, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, 8 out of 10, 100 hours, online, single player, veteran, like, really amazing platinum to get. And I've seen it's quite a popular one. Like, when I see people get COD platinums, it tends to be, I'd say, this one, or maybe Modern Warfare 2019, the one that I've got, because that's quite easy. It is easy. And then another ultra rare, which is Creed Rise to Glory. And did that in a week and 3 days, so very nice. And then here I think you've got a VR platinum, which is a first. I don't think I've seen someone with a VR platinum on these trophy list reviews, so that's nice. And then boom, another sequel. So yeah, Division 2, another one that I really want to play. I think this one's set in Washington, and I believe now is available on PS Plus, Extra and Premium. I know Division 1 is, so that's another one. Yeah, did you do that single player? Did you do it co-op? Did you do certain bits in co-op? I'd love to know. And then EA Sports UFC 3, which is a really cool one, and one of your ultra rares. Sorry, I'm just checking the list. Yeah, one of your ultra rares. You seem to be quite a UFC fan, and, you know, for a 6 out of 10 100-hour trophy with obviously online competitive play, I mean, the man did it in a month and a week, which is just amazing. The Sims 4, I don't think I've seen a Sims Platinum, so that, very well done on that. That was, like, to do that in 6 days, like, you must have done that really quick and very strategic. And yeah, so that is cool. But again, like I said, it's a very versatile trophy list, very impressive. A Way Out, this is an awesome game. Very quick platinum, by the way. If you have a person you game with and they have a PS Plus account, get A Way Out. It's very, yeah, it's really good. Really good story. It's from the same people who made It Takes Two, and I actually prefer this one. I think the gameplay of It Takes Two is better, but the story of A Way Out is awesome. It's like a really good film, and very quick platinum. I think I did it in 2 evenings with my partner, like very quick. And then onto a banger, which I'm sorry, this is an ultra rare. And I think I forgot to list it early on, but yeah, GTA 5. I'm seeing this crop up more and more. Yeah, you know the drill. 200 hours, 4 out of 10, but I think it should be a bit harder because there's a lot to do online. Plus, you have to 100% the game. So I think any of these modern day, like any of these Rockstar Platinums, I think are very impressive. You know, GTA 5, GTA 4, the two Red Deads, they're very time consuming Platinum projects. So well done to getting that. Then you had a nice little PS3 Ratchet and Clank session. Look at this. Into the Nexus, A Crack in Time, All for One. I've got a PS3 and I do want to collect these games because I do like Ratchet and Clank. And I've only got 2 of the Platinum so far. I'm hoping to get the original trilogy on the Vita, but it's quite rare. And then on to a nice one here, Need for Speed Heat, which was I think the second last Need for Speed that came out. So nicely done on that. Succubus 3. I'm just going to move on because I've butchered that name, but nicely done. And The Wolf Among Us again, I think you got it first on the PS3, then you've gone back and got it on the PS4. Very nice. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I presume this is when it came on PS Plus last year, I think. It was probably around that time. Or maybe you had it from before, but yeah, this looks like a good game. This looks like a kind of Spyro-esque game. Complete the level, collect all the coins or whatever it is in the game. Looks kind of fun. I did download it, but I never tried it. It's one to go on the backlog. The South Park, The Fractured But Whole. I know about this. This is quite a popular Platinum as well, but I've not tried it. I should try it. And then another Need for Speed. Amazing. You've got 3 Need for Speed Platinums. I think I should have mentioned that early on, but that is really cool. And again, one that you kind of come back to and finished up, which is really good. Middle-earth Shadow of War is a game I'm hoping to do very soon. I did Shadow of Mordor, which I think shows up on your list. But yeah, these are good games. If you are, again, a beginner trophy hunter and you're looking for a nice big game to play, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War are good games to play. Really, really fun. Really good open world games. And open world games that put the collectibles on the map, which is just amazing. And then this one I made a note of. So Mad Max is a game that I wanted to play, and I heard it was very fun, looked really good, but it's a Platinum that's unobtainable because of the servers shutting. So I just want to know, how did you get the multiplayer trophy? Was this a game where you got the multiplayer trophy years ago when you first played it, and then you come back to it and Platinumed it, which is what I presume because you've done it in 6 years. So, but yeah, that's cool. That's a good one to have because, you know, we can't ever get it again. Then on to Far Cry Primal. Not one of my favorite Far Cries, but it's a really good game. They did the world very well. Very straightforward Platinum. Yeah, I remember the hard trophy on that was killing someone with an arrow from like 50 or 100 meters away. Those arrow trophies always get me on Far Cry. It really annoys me. Then a bit of Major League Baseball as well. So, you know, a lot of versatile games here. Really, really good to see. Really impressive. Back to back to Major League Baseball games. This one you did in a day, and I'm just intrigued. The show 2020 is 40 hours, but 2022 is 5 hours. It's interesting. I don't know. They like changed the game drastically. Then of course everyone's favorite mascot, Astro's Playroom, absolute banger of a game. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. This is much easier than the other Ratchet and Clank. I got this in a day, so really, really nice, easy, fun Platinum. Then the show 22, again, you got that on the PS5 this time. Another Ratchet and Clank game, very nice. EA Sports UFC 4, difficult Platinum, 5 out of 10, online, competitive. And then Rocket League. I tell you what, I can't do a trophy list review without seeing Rocket League now. Rocket League's everywhere. I really need to try this game. Then boom, back onto your UFC, EA Sports UFC franchise, which you seem to be a fan of and obviously very good at. Borderlands 2. Borderlands is a game I just couldn't get into. Really bugs me. I like first person shooter games a lot, but yeah, and I see there's Borderlands 2 on the Vita, which I want to get, but I don't think I can platinum because you need co-op for it. So Burnout Paradise Remastered, nicely done. A game you've been chipping away at, which is very nice to see. Then on to an absolute banger and my favorite Far Cry game. And also, quite frankly, one of my favorite PS4 games, period. I love this game. Absolutely love this game. I wish they would remake it on the PS5 with a brand new trophy list. I would just do it all over again. I'd absolutely love it. Really good game. Easy platinum, but it has multiplayer trophies, and the multiplayer might be a bit dead, so that's the only annoying thing. Overcooked 2, nice one. It's a good game. I think a fun game to play, either couch co-op or online. Really good one to play with like a friend or a partner. Then Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep from the Borderlands universe. 3 weeks and 3 days. I was quite impressed with that. I know it says 25 hours, but I thought I just presumed it'd be a longer game, but you kind of did that really quickly. And yeah, be interested to know if that's a game you can play without playing Borderland games. Can you just play Tiny Tina's Assault? I don't know. I don't know if you'll be missing out or you won't know a lot of things going on. Ultra rare platinum here, 7 Days to Die. This looks kind of cool. This is where you're like stranded on an island and you got to craft and loot and escape from like some crazy cannibals, I think. It looks like a very intense game, very intense. So that, I think that is a nice juicy platinum to have. Then you've got another SpongeBob SquarePants game. You got Stray, which I call the most popular platinum trophy of last year. Like, I think everyone has that, especially if you have a PS Plus account because it was free. Borderlands 3, nicely done. Nicely done. That's a good one to get. Remnant from the Ashes, 6 out of 10, 45 hours. That is really good. I think that's a co-op one as well. And then we were talking about Shadow of War earlier, and you got Shadow of Mordor. Very good game, guys. Very, very good game. Very good game for a beginner trophy hunter for sure. And then 2 Minecraft games, which is really cool. I just recently got Minecraft on the Vita, and I've never played Minecraft. I know it's very popular, but I just don't know what it is. I need to get into that world. But yeah, really cool. To have 2 Minecraft platinums, dungeons, and the original. Look at that. All 127 trophies, all 105. So a lot of trophies. So many trophies, but yeah, it's still like 20 hours, 35 hours, you know, so it must be a lot of trophies popping in that time. Then you've got Moss, which is rated 3 out of 10, 7 hours, one that you took your time doing over a period of time, and then went back onto the PS3. I love this, to UFC 2009 Undisputed. That is awesome. Yeah, I wondered if you had to do multiplayer online trophies for that, or had you already done them at the time and you just went back and cleaned up the career mode, for example, wherever it is. But yeah, that is cool. And I think that is the list. So yeah, thank you, Joe, for submitting your trophy list and obviously subscribing to the channel. I thought this was a very versatile trophy list. You've got a bit of everything in there. UFC, Destiny, Ratchet and Clank, Bloodborne, Need for Speeds. So yeah, a very, very nice trophy list. And I think the question you have to answer for all of us in the comments section, please, is what is going to be your 100th platinum? Because you are 11 away. And probably by the time I post this video, you'll be on 90. So yeah, you are 11 away. So do let us know, please, what's going to be your 100th platinum. And let me know about the division. Did you do it solo? Did you do it co-op or a mixture, etc.? But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that, and I hope it gave you inspiration and ideas for what games you can try and platinum going forward in your own accounts. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching the channel. If you're subscribed, thanks so much. If you're not, please hit the subscribe button. I would love that, and see you on the next one. Take care.